Hey guys, these are your Reader's Notebook pages for today. We are doing multiple step problems. You'll decide what steps to do. So that means we're going to be able to look at a problem and see if we need to add or subtract. And there are little keywords that help us know what to do. Page 377 is meant to be done with the bear, so we're going to flip over to page 378. In this case, we're using the bar models where we have part, whole. Remember, if we're looking for the whole, we're going to add. If we're looking for a part, we're going to subtract. Bar models help you know what to do to solve a problem. Allie has 27 stamps. Matt has 38 stamps. How many more stamps are needed so that they will have 91 stamps? Okay, so this is a two-step problem. We have to do two different things because we have to find a missing number that is not there. So we know that Allie and Matt have 38 stamps, and we need to figure out how close they are to 91. So we first need to add those two together in a part, whole. So turn them here, 38 and 27. Whoops, you know what I didn't do? I didn't cube. How many more? Okay. We know that 8 plus 7 is going to give us 15. 5, and bring your 1 up here. 3 plus 2 gives us 5, and 1 more is 6. So we have 65. Okay. Now they have 65 stamps. They need 91. So 91 is the whole, 65 is the part. So we're going to subtract now because we're looking for a part. 91 minus 65. More on the floor, so we've got to go next door. 11 and 8. 11 minus 5 will give me 6. And 8 minus 6 will give me 2. So they need 26 more stamps in order for them to both have 91 in all. Okay, I'll give you a minute to check over this. Pause if you need to. All right, another two-step problem. Complete the bar model for the steps you do to solve the problem. Jen has 93 beads. Anna has 46 red beads and 29 blue beads. How many more beads does Jen have than Anna? Well, first we need to figure out how many beads Anna has because she has two different types of beads. So what do we need to do to those two numbers to figure out how many she has in all? We need to add them together. So that's what this first bar model is for. We're adding. So we have 46 and 29. So we need to add those two together. You can put it anywhere you have room. 46 plus 29. Okay. We know that 9 plus 6 is 15. 5, and bring your 1 up here. 4, 5, 6, 7. 75. Okay. Now we want to know how many more beads does Jen have than Anna? Well, Anna has 75 beads and Jen has 93 beads. So Jen is the whole. So this is the whole right here. They just put it on top, I guess, because we're looking for the part. And Jen's part is 75. So we need to figure out the difference in them. We need to figure out who has more. So remember, the difference is an answer to a subtraction problem. So that lets us know we're going to subtract, and because we're looking for a part. 93 minus 75. Anytime you see this subtraction sign, we ask ourselves, more on the top or more on the floor? There's more on the floor, so we go next door. This becomes 13. This becomes 8. We know that 13 minus 5 is 8. 8 minus 7 is 1. So Jen has 18 more beads than Anna. Okay. turn the page over. Page 379. Max has 35 trading cards. He buys 22 more trading cards. Okay, 20 more there is keyword. Then he gives this keyword also. 14 cards to Rudy. How many cards does Max have now? So we need to pull out what he's doing. So Max has 35 trading cards, and then he buys 22 more trading cards. We need to figure out how many he has now. He had 35, then he buys 22 more. Okay, so 35 plus 22, we need to add that together. 35 plus 22, you can put it wherever you can. 5 plus 2 is 7. 3 plus 2 is 5, so 57. Okay, so he has 57 in all, but then he gives away 14. Okay, so 57 is the whole. That's how many he has. He gives away. If you're giving something away, are you adding or subtracting? Subtracting. So he gives away 14, and I'm putting the 14 in the small space here because it's a pretty low number. So whatever goes here is probably going to be bigger. So 57 minus 14 is our next problem. I'm going to stick it right here. More on the top or more on the floor? More on the top, so no need to stop. 7 minus 4 is 3, and 5 minus 1 is 4. So 43 here, so 43 cards. Drew has 32 toy cars. He trades 7 of those cars for 11 other toy cars. How many toy cars does Drew have now? Drew has 32 toy cars. He trades 7 of those cars for 11 other toy cars. How many toys does Drew have now? Okay, so he has 32 cars in all, and he got rid of 7, and then he's going to add 11 more, okay? So he has 32, and he's going to take away 7. So we need to subtract 32 minus 7. That 2 becomes 12, and 3 becomes 2. 12 minus 7 is 5. 2 minus nothing is 2. So 25. But then he gets 11 more after he trades that. Okay? So we've got 25 plus 11 is going to give me how many toy cars he has. So 25 plus 11, 6, and 2 plus 1 is 3. So 36 toy cars in all. This one was really tough because you're taking some away and then you're adding some. Most of the time you add some and then take some away, and it's much easier to try to figure out. Marta and Debbie each have 17 ribbons. They buy one package with 8 ribbons in it. How many ribbons do they have now? Okay, so Marta and Debbie each have 17 ribbons. So 17 plus 17 is what we have to add together first because they each have them. So let's add that. 7 and 7 we know is 14, and carry my 1, 3. So they have 34. Then they buy a package with 8 ribbons in it. How many ribbons do they have now? Well, 34 plus 8. This one's easy. 34 plus 8. We know that 8 plus 4 is 12. Add my 1, 3, 4, 42. Okay, pause this if you need to. Then flip over to the back. And I don't want you to do this one or this one. Do not do 5 and 6. Tanya finds 22 leaves. Maurice finds 5 more leaves. Then Tanya finds, how many leaves do the children find in all? I do want you to do number 7 on your own. Then you will do your practice and homework.